This is a Hot Pie original.
Are you running a show up at Romo?
Yeah, I'm doing the haha room.
Well, plug it for him.
Oh, okay. Well,
look at the camera. Tell him about it.
This that's kind of weird. So this month,
stare at the camera.
Make eye contact. This one.
Lick your lips.
Look right into it.
Now do it.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast with me, Chad Fisher. No more.
Yo, it's Aaron Cheatham. Yeah, we out the house, boy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast. I'm Chad Fisher alongside my co-host, always hilarious, Aaron Cheatham. How you doing, brother?
I am fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm straight, dog. I'm fucking
good.
Fantastic. I couldn't be better. Actually, I could if I dropped a deuce. But
Jesus Christ, dude.
Because I've been holding this motherfucker for I guess 13 hours.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say no one wants to know that.
No, they need to know that my mental state of mind coming into this.
That you're gonna be.
If you see me making weird faces throughout the show, that's me. That pinch and you grimace and you.
When we bring the guests in, we got a little break. You can go ahead and.
We were just discussing that.
Do your thing.
And I am not a quick pooper.
I was thinking about this. Is so funny that you're saying this because I was thinking about this
about my poop cycle.
I was thinking about this before I came today. How you're one of those dudes that always tell people when you got to shit or when you're shitting.
I'm real about it.
There's so many times I've been talking to you like, all right, man, I got to finish up this dookie. I'm like, dog, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I'm very real about what's happening.
I'm gonna call you someday, just be jacking off, just like, yo, man, I'm almost done jacking off. When I get done, I'll be at the studio.
First of all, that's a skill. If you could have a conversation and jack off at the same time, that's some next level shit.
Nasty, man.
Like who has that type of concentration?
Shit in the background, it's like what the hell are you mixing shit? Like, oh man,
I ain't never met nobody that can concentrate that well that they can hold a conversation on the telephone and still rub one out.
I can do that.
Oh, but
it's got to be a short conversation, though.
Yes.
Hey, we ain't gonna be talking for a while. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be sitting there with the phone on your shoulder talking about, nah, mama. So, anyways, when I pick you up from the airport, we're gonna ride on down straight. You can't be having that conversation.
When I'm like real short on the phone, that means I'm jacking off. Someone's like, hey, so
then you jack off a lot.
What time you want to go? I'm like, I don't know, man. Let's figure out later. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got to talk about it now. Like, this motherfucker's jacking off, ain't he? Like, yeah, maybe.
I mean, well, maybe first of all, you should stop video calling people.
Yeah, that might help.
That would be a first step.
They start seeing some of that little. They start seeing this in the top of the screen.
What's going on with your chest, Chad?
Why is your shoulder moving so fast? I just I got a little crick in it. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to work it out.
How was your week?
It was good, man. I can't do this. It's a blur. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dad, so my son sleeps like a motherfucker, man. It's awesome. He sleeps like dog. He's like a little angel baby. He goes to bed at 7. He doesn't wake up till 7:30 or 8. He woke up at 7 today, but
you sleeping 12 hours straight?
Yeah, dude, straight up, and doesn't get up. Isn't like nothing, man. I'm super lucky. We're both super lucky, man. Me and my girl. So yeah, man. I don't even really know what the hell I did this week. What did I do this weekend? I don't fucking know.
We had the 4th. Did you go watch fireworks?
Oh, no, man. So Gina's apartment, she's got like a little view in her apartment. We could see fireworks like throughout the whole city, man. It was cool. We didn't have to pay for this shit, which is nice.
Who pays the what?
I'm saying like paid to buy our own fireworks.
Do you do that? Are you a fireworks?
No.
Have you ever been a fireworks guy?
No, man. I never really liked fireworks. Some things scared me when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's too loud.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought a firework.
Yeah.
Our guest today has probably bought fireworks. Yeah. He's from Laredo, so they make them there.
He probably run a fireworks store.
He probably used to run a fireworks store. I mean, I'm pretty sure Laredo, they don't give a fuck. They just
buy one, get 30 free and shit. You know
yeah, for real.
You probably do.
Fire band. How about I, Laredo, don't listen to you, and I go ahead and I do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit out there.
You guys pop a lot of fireworks out there, right? Yep, see, they're fucking crazy with it. Yeah,
they be doing it like all month and shit.
Like I've never been a big fireworks dude. Like back in the day, like I remember like my family during New Year's, and I guess 4th of July, like in Georgia, we would pop them or whatever, like they'd be everybody out in the street. But most of the time, like me and my granny would just go in the house. Like we'd watch a little bit, and then she'd be like, "Man, fuck this! It's warm outside." And we would go in the house and we could watch out the window. But she's like,
I'm not trying to get killed over some fucking fireworks, man. You see that NHL player?
Yeah, the goalie.
Come on, man.
At the coach's house too.
Dog, chilling in the hot. He just chilling in a hot tub. Probably got half a chub and shit. Looking at some girl like trying to feel on her butt and shit. Next thing you know,
when he got hit, he was like, "What? I wasn't even part of it."
Yeah, what did I do?
You know, like every bystander in South Side of Chicago, I wasn't even a part of this. I just got
how black people feel. You know,
got wet up for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, seriously. He's probably sitting there rubbing his dick and shit, like, oh, I'm about to try and fuck this girl. And all of a sudden, he's like dodging fireworks.
He was on the phone, huh?
That's probably was.
That's the new code for rubbing one out. I was on the phone.
Hey,
he was on the phone.
Just on the phone. I was on the phone, working on my shoulders.
You got a shout out?
Yeah, man. So I've been wanting to do this for a week so we can also do flip of the cup, right?
Of course, whatever.
Yeah. So we're doing flip of the cup. Mine, I've been wanting to say this for a while, man, is like this, I don't even know if they still call it this, but like woke culture and shit.
Okay.
The thing that pisses me off about these motherfuckers is that they never cancel culture and shit. They never cancel anything of consequence. You know what I'm saying? They never cancel like war or like poverty or homelessness. It's always like some C-list actor that said cunt on a fucking like Dancing with the Stars from 2013 or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's never like oh great, you got rid of fucking AC Slater or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll never fucking dance again. But like meanwhile, like all this other shit is totally fine and they're still like voting for these war criminals and shit like that. They're just annoying as fuck because they don't ever cancel anything of consequence, anything that really matters. It's always just like this bullshit, you know? So there we go. I feel better now.
You feel better?
A little bit. I mean, I'm still a little upset, but I can, I'm good for the show.
You want to go make a phone call?
I can. No, I already did, man. I did it before I came. No, I'm playing.
Oh, that's why you were running late. I had to make it was a long distance call.
Hey, sorry, man. Sorry. I was running late.
I was on the phone.
I was on the phone.
I was on the phone.
I can only be on the phone in my bed with the lights off and the fan.
Right. Yeah. Jesus. My shout out. I don't even know how to say this. So you and Beck gave me a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
A bunch of shit. I almost sent you guys a video because I was downtown doing I was whooping Mike Hudak's ass at the Big Disc roast battle. Yeah. By the way, I forgot put my crown back on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
The king of Austin comedy themed shows.
So
okay.
He's going in on Hudak?
Oh yeah. So it's like 3 weeks in a row of me just destroying the theme show. I won the debate 3 weeks ago and then I beat Hudak. And then right after that they did an improv show. And you were there for that. We had to talk our guest into going on stage, but you give me a themed show, and I'll put the crown on.
Yeah, that's all you.
And not to mention that my set's fired too, anyways. But you guys were giving me shit about my enjoyment of Will Smith, and as I was getting ready for the show to start.
That better not been your walk-up music.
Not even better. I went to go get some pizza down at Rapolo's, and I'm walking back over to Poor Choices, and right across from there is Chupacabra. I'm standing on the corner. They got Big Willie style blasting. I took a video of it, of me singing along, and I was gonna send it to you guys. But I just got distracted. I think I had a phone call or something.
Yeah, I didn't
have a chance to.
Yeah, you had to bust in the Chupacabra real quick.
I had to call Dick Felt.
Yeah, Can I use your employee bathroom, please? They're like, no, motherfucker. You're like, come on, man. I got to make a phone call.
That was a callback for Colton.
Big Willie style, huh? Was there a bunch of like 45-year-old ex-babysitters?
No, it was just me on the corner. Nah.
I bet you was.
Nah. So my shout out of the week. I'm a fan of timeless entertainment, right? Like the Dick Van Dyke Show. I love Lucy.
Oh wow!
Like those shows are always good. The shit. It aged well. It aged very well.
Yeah.
And so did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I've been watching the fuck out of. I've been watching the fuck out of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So so shout out to Will Smith for making some of the greatest songs we've ever heard. So this weekend we watched Independence Day.
Jesus.
Some of the greatest movies ever made. And one of the greatest shows of all time. Shout out Will Smith.
Yeah, Fresh Prince was good, man. I I don't know.
Well, you don't.
His music definitely doesn't do it for me. You on the other hand,
parents just don't understand, huh? That's why you don't get it, because you became a parent and you just don't understand.
Yeah, that's what it is.
There's a nightmare on your street. Because I believe I can beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And ring your bell.
Yeah.
These are all Will Smith songs, by the way.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Now switch.
None of which did he write, I'm sure.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does.
He got a Grammy. He's the first rapper to get a Grammy.
Someone else got a Grammy.
No, you act like he's Milli Vanilli.
Pretty much, dog.
He's not Milli Vanilli.
He is, yeah.
Was that his voice? Was that him rapping? Was that him on tour?
We don't know for sure. I mean, it probably was, but we don't know. It was still,
let me guess. The green alien from the video sung the Men in Black song too.
Probably, yeah.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
You got headlines this week?
Yeah, man. So this headline, for some reason, something just fucked up on my shit. But I saw this headline where McDonald's was found to be serving human meat. Did you hear about this shit?
In what country?
Let me find it here. I just came up. Human meat. Yeah, dude, I don't know where this was, but they started in one country and then eventually comes over here. I
mean, like, if it's from Haiti, it's not going to make it here. Speaking of Haiti, shout out. Like, hopefully everything resolves itself down there. You know, they're in a state of martial law right now down in Haiti.
Oh, are they really?
Their president got assassinated yesterday.
That's probably the United States, man.
Well, in the video, the video's blacked out, but you can hear somebody going, DEA operations.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, dog.
But nobody,
I don't believe any of that
nobody believes it was actually the DEA. But in his house, they ran up in his house and he got mad security. So it had to have been like the scene from Belly.
Yeah, somebody.
But yeah, they assassinated the president of Haiti yesterday. So they're like, they're using a word. They're not saying martial law. They're using another word. I can't think of. It begins with S. Yeah. But yeah, right now in Haiti, shit's going down.
It's kind of been like that in America. It's going to be like that in America soon if it hasn't already been. You know what I'm saying?
Well, ain't nobody running up in the White House. Good luck.
Oh, no one's going to do that.
Yeah.
But we run up on other people's White Houses. You know
for sure.
Not we. I don't do that shit. I'm fucking.
White people do, though.
I'm jacking off and eating Cheetos and shit. I'm not playing in like world domination and stuff. You know
right.
But a little bonus headline: United States funds 76% of all dictators in the world. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Trump loved his dictators.
Listen, anyway. So I don't know. I'm reading a headline that says that was fact check and not right, but who knows? I'm sure it's true.
What,
somewhere.
the human one?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear the story anyways. And just here's a disclaimer. This story might be bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to think about anyways. What you got? Let's hear.
Let's see here.
I just want to know where this is supposedly happening.
It says a hoax, but it says it was in. I really don't doubt that it is, though, dude. I'm sure there's some human DNA in some of this shit.
Depending on the country, for sure. I think I did hear about this.
Yeah, where the fuck is it? It says Oklahoma City Meat Factory is where they supposedly found this at. But
Oklahoma City,
horse meat was found in 65% of the locations.
Well, that's why I don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah. I do from time to time. Big Macs go hard, man. Things are delicious.
I think it's been years. I haven't had McDonald's in at least 5 years.
Oh, really? Good for you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, maybe once a decade I get McDonald's.
There you go. That's awesome, man.
I don't eat a lot of fast food, and if I do, it's like something that I know has real shit, like chicken. I'll eat chicken somewhere.
Yeah, there you go. So this is next headline is something we talked about, I think, last episode before
Cosby?
that. No. Oh, yeah, that motherfucker. Congratulations, Bill. You're fucking out, man. Good for you. You know?
You got a phone call to make?
This is why you don't do this shit. Newlywed tried to change her name on her license, learned she was wanted for VHS rented 20 years ago.
Ooh.
A North Texas woman.
This is why you don't do what shit? Get an ID?
Well, no, I was saying why you don't return fucking videos and stuff like that this late and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this wasn't it. But, you know, that's going to happen next. Someone's going to return a library book. They're like, oh, by the way, you got a fucking warrant, asshole. A North Texas woman recently learned she had a felony warrant for allegedly not returning Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, you gotta let somebody slide for Sabrina.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing enough.
Karen McBride, of course, his name's Karen. Karen McBride has an exciting year. She got married in November, but there's a series of events that came after. Learned she had a felony. How's that a felony?
Huh?
Dog, this ain't Shawshank Redemption. It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see.
Who's that actress? Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar?
That was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Yeah. That was Melissa something, right? Wasn't her name Melissa? But
there's no white people in here for us to ask. I'm looking for somebody like old enough to ask.
This was in Oklahoma that she was issued a warrant. She said she had only lived there for a few months in the late 90s and apparently was fucking renting movies and shit. But eventually she learned that she was out of Norman, Oklahoma, and the county informed her of the problem. They told me that I had a felony embezzlement warrant for me. How the fuck is that embezzlement? And she said it was for a VHS tape not being returned in the movie place in 1999. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She said she never watched it, although she thinks an ex-boyfriend rented it. I believe he went and picked it up for the girls and just didn't take it back or something. Yeah, so
see, that's why my Blockbuster shit was always suspended, so nobody could do that.
Yeah, back in the
I would just get it unsuspended so that I could rent something.
Yeah, and then get it
suspended again, so that way nobody could use my shit. That was messed
up. You had to drop like $60 to rent a fucking movie and shit.
Yeah, it's like this movie is not worth $60, but especially when you've got a bin of 4 for $20.
Oh yeah,
I can get 4 movies for $20. Yeah. I'll just buy it rather than rent it.
So it used to be a felony in Oklahoma in the 90s to not return a video.
You know what else is a felony?
It was valued at $58.59.
Fuck out of here.
What the fuck, dude?
Was it a box set?
I don't know, man. It must have came with like some of whatever her name is, panties or some shit. Melissa.
You know what else is a felony in Oklahoma? Not kissing your dad on the lips.
Probably, yeah, I'm sure. Hey, Joe Biden does that with his granddaughter, sick bastard.
Oh, you're trying to get people coming for us again?
I don't give a shit.
Why are you always trying to get people coming after us?
Hey, I'm just telling the truth, man. That's how I am. This one's funny as fuck, dude. Last headline. A nation conceived in liberty confronts its queasiness with the MILF-mobile. A new law banning vulgar vanity plates sets the stage for a free speech showdown in the Pine Tree State. I don't know what the fucking Maine. This lady who, I think she's like a teacher or some shit. She has an enormous custom-made MILF-mobile logo plastered on her windshield, and her license plate is tits out.
It's better than Pussy Wagon.
Yeah. I don't think that would fit on the shit anyways. She says, everyone loves my van except for Karens, referring to a pejorative term for entitled white women. Karens hate it. This shit is hilarious. Kids in this bitch. Glidden's ride also sports kids in this bitch. Honk if one falls out. If you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. This girl don't give a shit.
Yeah, but that's also shit. That's also like subliminal Karen-ness as well.
Yeah,
like she's talking shit about Karens, but bitch, you're a liberal Karen.
Dude, she said the plate references the fact that I exclusively breastfed all 4 of my children and that I frequently drive topless. Maine is, in fact, a topless state. That's fucking hilarious, man. Never know when a kid needs some titty. You know what I'm saying?
If you've breastfed 4 kids, I'm surprised you're not stepping on your titties, not to break. Like, it's like they're probably hanging pretty low after 4 kids have eaten from them. You can't just be driving around.
Yeah, you know them things nasty.
With those tether balls hanging down like that. Like, what
slapping
the fuck?
your knees and shit every time you go over a bump. Yeah, that's fucking gross. Little titty milk spurts out.
Just throw them over her shoulder when she needs to cool down and shit.
Gross, dude. A new bill created.
There's no airbags needed in the back seat. She just throws a titty back there.
Throws one of milk titties back there. But anyway,
she's all thirsty. She's all.
Oh, that's fucking nasty, dude.
Anybody else want a sip? I'll finish.
Oh, that's fucking nasty, dude.
Oh, fuck that lady.
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. But anyway, so yeah, new law was passed, so she's not allowed to do this. She said, "I'm
moving to New Hampshire."
Probably.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's got some of the other 420 plates that are currently too vulgar and are banned are fuck you too, PHUK, you too. I eat A55, so I eat ass.
Mm-hmm.
Later bitch, L8R bitch. OMWTFYB, which I have no idea what I mean.
Read it again.
OMW.
On my way.
TFYB.
To fuck your bitch.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. And OMG STFU.
It's my license plate. Oh my God. That's how I know what it means. That's my plate.
I'm not worried about vanity plates at all. My children hear and see much worse than that every day in TV, books, news, and video games. Yeah, man. So that's pretty fucking funny, dude. Tits out. Tits out.
Tits out.
Tits out.
Those are the headlines.
Yeah.
We got a special guest coming up. Before we bring our guests on, I want to take this opportunity one more time to thank you guys. We're up to 400 subscribers on the YouTube page. thanks to the Gray Area Podcast. So, if you're enjoying what you're checking out, man, if you enjoyed the content here on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it. Don't be stingy. Yeah. All right, we're on the drive to 500.
Tell your friends, man.
The drive to 500. Let's go, y'all. We're 100 away from hitting our first milestone. So please, guys, if you enjoy this shit, I mean, you guys are checking them out. I mean, the Melissa Ramos episode we just dropped has been doing really, really well. I mean, if you enjoyed that interview with Melissa, like, follow us. We got more shit like that coming up, man. So hit that button, subscribe, like, review. Yeah. If you're on iTunes or Spotify, leave a review. But yeah, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate you guys coming along on the ride with us. Let's get 500, man. This is the Drive to 5 here on the Gray Area Podcast. Our guest this week, a comedian from Laredo, Texas, just moved to Austin, Texas. A longtime friend of mine. We almost went on tour together, but then this thing called COVID happened.
Yeah.
We got Aaron Suarez in the place to be. What's up, Suarez?
Hanging out. What's up with you, bro?
Chilling.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
I had to beg to get on.
He did. So you better fucking bring it, because you've been begging to get on the show for months now. So
it was one. I asked him one time.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. You asked me.
I don't think that's true.
Bullshit. You asked one time.
I remember you asked that Creek in the Cave like several months ago.
You asked once per time I saw you.
Yeah.
Like when is this happening? So now you're here. How do you feel?
I have anxiety. I've been stressed. I've been masturbating more than usual.
Making phone calls is what we say. We don't call it.
It's a new term.
You've been making phone calls.
I've been diddling myself.
Yeah.
So it's good, man. I'm happy to be here. Do I have to keep wearing these?
You don't have to.
I don't want to wear them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, Aaron, we like to play a game with our guests when they come on. You down to play a game with us?
Yeah.
All right, this week's game is called Oh My Word.
Oh my word.
Way this works is I went to Urban Dictionary. I pulled out some words. I'm going to throw the word out to you and Chad.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me what you think it means.
Okay.
And then at the end, you make a phrase using the words you just learned.
Gotcha.
Yeah? Are we ready to play On My Word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chad, you ready to play?
Let's go, man.
Chad, don't be trying to look over my shoulder. I know white boy tricks. That's
oh yeah, we always copy off people.
Oh, I know for sure. All right,
that's
our first word.
High school.
First word on Oh My Word this week, Gray Area Podcast. Grave digger. A grave digger.
Oh, that's a girl that fucks old dudes.
Okay. What you got?
Grave digger. Fuck, you got the good answer, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could say the same thing.
It's a monster truck.
You can agree with him if it is a monster truck.
It probably is, yeah.
It's a monster truck.
It's a wrestler that fucking never made it. It's the Undertaker's like third cousin that never fucking made
Undertaker, Kane, and Gravedigger. Gravedigger's the one with dyslexia and shit.
Yeah, he's got like a fucking cauliflower ear. He's like, I don't know if we can be on TV.
Gravedigger was the autistic one. Never mind, Kane's out there as a mute for 5 years, but Gravedigger we couldn't let on TV at all.
Put him on. He's on
a Gravedigger is someone who goes back to their bad relationship.
Well, actually, Chad got it right.
Yeah.
Gravedigger, because clearly Chad lives in that realm.
No, I know. I know
you would know.
I know some white bitches like that.
Yeah, you know, a gold digger, or a grave digger.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't saying she a grave digger.
You know times back in the day, I used to see like girls. I'm like, oh, this girl fine as shit, and then like her dude to come around the corner and he's got like fucking hair plugs and shit. You're like, dog, you ain't never getting that pussy. You gotta have like some money and like some stupid fucking Porsche or some shit to get that pussy.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I'm driving a fucking Prius. That ain't happening.
I ain't saying she a grave digger, but she ain't messing with no live.
Lame.
No live.
Layman.
No live.
Yeah.
All right. Next word.
Okay.
Next word for that's my word. An Irish layover. Irish layover. Aaron, you can go first. Irish layover.
It's when a drunk guy finishes on someone's chest.
An Irish layover is a drunk. Okay.
I'm gonna say that's a layover that lasts like fucking 30 minutes.
Why 30 minutes? Like, what about Irish says quick?
So like I don't know, because it's like Irish twins are usually like me and my brother would be considered Irish twins. We're only like 13,
born in the same year.
We're like 13 months apart,
right?
So almost like a year and 6 weeks apart and shit. So I'm assuming it's something short. That's I don't know. That's like fucking.
See, the first thing that comes to my mind is an Irish goodbye.
Oh, okay, or I would say Irish layover is like when you get shit hammered drunk, at your initial
and comes on
layover, and then
chest, yeah.
and then you go to your fucking next flight, and you're just shit hammered, fucked up, drunk.
Irish layover is when you miss your flight because you're too hungover.
Oh yeah,
So hungover, you miss your flight. It's
yeah.
Irish layover.
I was way off.
I missed my flight to LA.
You were way off.
Yeah.
Way off. I missed my flight to LA one time, and I was getting drunk at the bar. I was like, "Oh, I'll be good," and I started talking to some fucking dumbass, and next thing you know,
I'm too scared to be drunk in fucking airports. It's so stressful already. So to be drunk, like I'm just so worried. I don't fly a lot, but when I do, I'm like, where's the next time? Where am I going? I look like a 5-year-old lost at Walmart.
you just gotta find the numbers, man.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
Great advice, Chad.
Thanks.
Find the numbers.
They usually have the numbers of the gate just like right above the fucking gate.
There's just so many, and I panic.
You look at your ticket, and then you find the one that matches up, and then you go stand there until they let
See,
you
you're
on.
assuming he has a ticket. He's trying to stow away.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Usually I go to the luggage area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, fucking airports they mess me up, man, all the time.
Yeah?
I do look like a child. I'm always like, excuse
You
me,
do?
sir, where's the... They're like, let me bring you. They take me by the hand.
Hold your
and shit.
hand. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Come here, little boy.
It's bad. I don't do good in airports.
Like, where's your mom?
All right. Last word.
Yeah.
Last word. Oh, my word. Gray Area Podcast. Hetero flexible.
Oh, that's easy. You'll fuck anything, right?
Okay.
I don't know. I think it means you're hetero, but you be doing like all kinds of crazy shit.
So the same thing he said?
No, but I'm saying
No, it means like literally flexibility.
yeah, like
in bed.
like you'll
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Get your
like
ass
you're
tore
straight, but you...
you'll let someone tear your ass up.
That's what he just said.
Oh,
You'll do
really?
anything. You'll fuck anything.
No.
No, he said you'll fuck anything.
Yeah, he'll
I'm
say you'll
saying
fuck. He's saying that you'll do crazy shit.
But you're still straight.
Wait a second. What's the difference between
Get your-
doing crazy shit and fucking anything?
He's saying you'll fuck anything, meaning
Any
like
person.
any person.
Right. And you're saying
I'm saying you're
fuck any person but do crazy stuff
You'll
with
do
it?
weird
No,
shit,
you'll
yeah.
you'll fuck. You're going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to fuck like a woman or a man. You know what I'm saying? Depending on which one you are. But you're going to do like the craziest shit in bed. So you're flexible, meaning like you let them like finger bang.
This is
your
making me
butthole or
very
something.
uncomfortable.
Got you. So you're not saying
Yeah.
that like you'll fuck anybody. You're saying I'll do anything.
Yeah,
with,
in bed
Okay.
with a female. Yeah.
Okay. It is the definition is heteroflexible is you're straight, but shit happens.
That means you're bi. What the fuck?
But like Aaron said, you'll fuck anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Basically. So yeah, you're straight. I
You're
guess by choice.
Basically,
but you'll
pansexual, right?
Yeah.
Pan is like you just.
Yeah.
is that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think pansexual means you just whatever
Yo.
you find, it's fine.
What if there's something there?
Mhm.
Then you'll do it.
It's hard to
Yeah.
keep up with.
Okay. All right. Here's our 3 words, so you guys can try to think of your sentence or your phrase. Heteroflexible,
Mhm.
grave digging, Irish layover. That's heteroflexible, grave digging or grave digger, Irish layover. You want to go first, Chad?
Yeah. So I was fucking with this hetero flexible grave digging hoe. Too late, and I ended up having an Irish layover. That's what it was. Layover, right?
Yeah, Irish
Yeah.
layover.
I got too drunk. Wow, you got it. You heard me.
But this,
Well, as for someone who's heteroflexible, I don't enjoy Irish layovers because I just get more freaky. But at the same time, it's good to be heteroflexible because old guys, they fuck the best. So it's always.
They always got some nuts saved up from
Why
like
you looking at me like that?
1964 and shit. Like I had
You're
this
looking at me
nuts
kinda
since
weird.
the fucking
I'm just
Johnson
taking it in.
administration.
just taking it in.
Okay.
I'm
he
good.
does that from
All right.
time to
I'm
time.
good. I'm good. So, all right. Can you repeat your sentence again? Because Chaz was very simple.
I forgot what I said.
Okay.
He said he wanted to fuck an old man.
Hey, come on. Not
That's
like that.
basically-
Make love.
Make love
to an old dude,
Yeah, it's big
right?
difference.
Yeah. So like on my Irish layover from Seattle, my hetero-flexibility led me to being a grave digging motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name's Tim. We've been actually. Can you pull up the clip? Nah, joking.
He works at a fucking Baskin Robbins.
He works at Lowe's, but
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Oh, okay. Red vest.
Mhm.
Red vest special.
Hot.
He's one of the greeters.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
He tries. I mean, he doesn't have to be working.
Yeah.
He just wants to be there.
Okay. Yeah. Lumber isn't the only wood he's swinging around the store,
God,
right?
dude,
You got
Jesus.
that right.
God damn it.
You got that right.
All right. Thank you for playing Oh My Word with us here in the gray area.
I didn't know there was going to be games. That's
Yeah,
fun.
man. We have a little fun on here and shit.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about fireworks.
No,
Right.
we did that already.
Yeah, we
now
already
we
did
about
that.
to talk about other stuff. Suarez, like I said, I've known you for a while.
Yeah, a minute.
One of the funny things that happens is, especially since you moved here in town, like we hang out quite often. And this is weird. Like we'll be at the Creek and Cave or wherever we might be, and I like hanging out with Suarez because Suarez doesn't have any qualms about talking to people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can be reserved. I can sit back and just chill. But when I'm hanging out with Suarez, he likes to go introduce himself to everybody, and it's funny for him to be like, "Hey, I'm Aaron. This is Aaron too."
Yeah.
And
Like,
the people
are
are
you guys
always
like a
like,
duo or something?
So yeah, some people think
we
it's a shtick, and
kind
it's
of
not.
became a duo
Jesus.
because Aaron and Aaron.
Yeah.
Which
The
is,
Aarons. You just-
that's what. Yeah. We. Especially after a few drinks, then we play it up. You know. The
Did y'all
Aarons.
ever see Big Chuck and Little John?
Who?
Y'all, was that a Midwest thing? Big Chuck and Little John?
What is that?
Colton, anybody y'all
Sounds
see?
white. Sounds very white.
Y'all didn't see it? I think maybe it was just an Ohio thing. I don't know. They had this show called Big Chuck and Little John, and it was just like it sounds. They had this dude named Big Chuck that was like super tall like you,
Mhm.
and then Little John that was like
okay, here we go.
little guy like Aaron.
There we go.
He was smaller than Aaron though. But they used to get into all kinds of, goofy ass white hijinks and stuff, like eat too much at the buffet and,
Grave digger, bitch.
Yeah, great
that height thing always gets to me, especially when it comes to females, right? Everyone wants I want someone who's 6'1" or whatever. It's always a thing when it comes to men, right? And the fucking thing is I don't have to be 6'1" to cheat on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all the same. You know what I'm trying to say?
There you go.
It sucks. It sucks that we short guys get a
How tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
5'6". So technically, you're taller than Rogan.
No, I don't know. How tall is Rogan?
Rogan's shorter than that.
No, he's like
did you see
5'7".
No. So somebody, I saw this. My
Someone
sister
said
sent.
he's 5'4" or
So
something.
it's my sister sent me
He'll
this
whoop
video
my ass.
that
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Whoop my ass, too.
Somebody paid for a skywriter. And it,
Yeah, so
and
Joe
Rogan is actually literally 5'3".
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah.
I don't think he's that short. 'Cause, I mean, I've stood next to him and I thought he was taller, but Fergola got in my ass and was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, dude, he's fucking 5'3". He's a midget." I'm like, I could have swore he was taller than that.
I said what's up to him at the creek, and it seemed like he was about my height. I didn't see him shorter or anything like that.
I thought he was like
He's probably
5'6".
wearing some Skechers.
Oh,
Hey, man.
some platforms. He was wearing some platforms. Both of y'all had playing cards in your shoes to feel taller.
Don't talk about our Lord and Savior Rogan. You don't do that.
Why the fuck not?
I'm just joking. I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I don't care.
What's it like being short, man?
I'm pretty sure he don't listen
It's cool. My credit's okay.
Yeah.
to this. You get better credit if you're short.
Mhm.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
less liabilities.
Well, you're from Laredo. And
Short
there's-
people don't really kill murder. When's the last time you got a short murderer?
I think all the time, man, because they usually
Most
got short
serial
answers.
killers.
They're 5'8" and above.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
5'8" still short.
Unless they're kids that kill kids. I watch a lot of documentaries.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of short people from Laredo? Because
Yeah, well, Mexicans
Yeah, 'cause
are
typically
pretty
short,
short.
yeah.
Yeah, we're descendants from fucking Aztecs and Mayans and shit like that. So we're
I didn't
short
know.
people.
I feel
Yes.
like every time I'm there, I got to duck my head when I walk into a building.
No, you're just a dickhead. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. Colton, shut up. What are you laughing at?
He'll be laughing at our jokes like this, motherfucker.
Here's the thing. He walks through the door. It's taller than him, and he still goes like this. Like, what are you doing?
It feels lower in Laredo.
Fuck you.
It feels lower.
Yeah. No, you're just an asshole.
Everything's like play school. Height
Yeah, I walk around Laredo going, fee, fi, fo, fum.
They bring you out like a little ass plate of food like this. You're like, no, man, I ordered the adult size. So that is.
Yeah.
It's the adult
That's
size.
don't play, because in Laredo, they eat. They eat.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it's
No, their plates are.
they give you more than you
It
expect.
doesn't taste good, but it's big. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot.
Mhm.
It's a lot. So what have you been up to since you moved to Austin?
Working, man. I just trying to do some local stuff a lot, but I'm on the road a lot because, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned to you yesterday or somebody. By nature, I'm from Laredo. I'm from a border town. There was no scene when I started, so I started going on the road, as my first gig. So by nature, I've always been a road comic, even if I don't like it. Even now that I'm in a scene, like I'm in the Austin scene, right? There's a lot of fucking work here. There's a lot of open mics. I still hit the road because that's I'm just so used to it. I just know the ropes of the road already. And the gigs are better pay when you hit the road. You know what I'm saying? But I love Austin. I love Austin because it's just such a great scene, man. It's the place to be. I understand why LA Comics came over here. I know why Rogan wants to stay. Segura now said not so long ago, and he was like, yeah, man, I don't see myself leaving because, Austin's a place to be. Just Texas in general.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about martial law earlier, right? It's not going to happen in Texas, man. September, now you can, if you own a gun, you can just carry it with you. You don't have to have a
It will in California, though. Shit, them motherfuckers don't got no rights.
They have nothing, yeah.
Can't do shit out there.
Yeah. But it's been good, brother. It's been good. Just hanging out, trying to be funny, working on
well, have you gotten around town like in a non-comedy related sense? Like, what have you experienced here in town? I mean, Chad and I talk about all types of cool shit that we like to get into here in town.
This is gonna be boring. I'm a big hiker, man. I love all the trails that you guys hear. Yeah, huge hiker, huge fucking hike.
Where's the fucking spot you were talking about hiking?
Mount Bonnell.
Yeah, have you been out there?
It's just like a little. It's just like
it's like a rich area, right?
Yeah.
So funny story. When I first moved here, I got COVID, right? And so as I was recovering, it's fine. It's fine. I got it too.
I didn't have COVID.
I got the vaccines. I'm protected. I don't even wear condoms anymore. Like I'm super protected. And so I got the COVID. And then 2 weeks later, when I was recovering, I called the doctor and I was like, hey, it's like you should be fine. You can go on a hike or whatever. It's fine. Went on a hike with my dog. I think it was called Walnut Creek where I went.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I was walking with my dog. We went on a long hike, and there was this creek, right, that we had to pass. And my dog was being a bitch. She's like, I don't want to cross it, so I had to carry her, right?
Usually that means there's like danger or something. You know that, right? Like if the dog doesn't want to go, there's a reason the dog doesn't want to go.
Yeah. Well, for a reason, right? So my dog's being a bitch, and I was like, come on. So I picked her up, right? 1 step, 2 step, I slipped on a rock and heard 3 pops in my ankle.
Oh, shit.
And this was in a creek, in like a ditch kind of creek thing. So I just heard crack, and I was just laying down on, like, just getting wet. I dropped my dog. She was fine. And I knew I had broken my ankle. It was 3 pops, horrible pops. And my first instinct, and I look back and I laugh at it because my first instinct was just to yell, help, right? Right? That was my first instinct because you're in the middle of nowhere. I by the way, I went off the trail. I always go off the trail and I go into the woods or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's just fun for
all of this sounds terrible.
Yeah. Well, you're black. But yeah, you like that.
Gotcha.
I mean, no lies detected. I'm waiting for the next fact. Like, yeah.
So, he didn't even flinch. He was like, yeah,
I hear my ankle pop, right? In three spots. And I'm just laying there and I'm like, in my mind, I was like, yelp for help. But the man in me was like, don't be a bitch. I brought my leg from under me and straightened it out, right? And I was like Kill Bill, like, if you can just move your foot a little bit, it's not broken, right? So it moved a little bit. Oh, okay, it's not. So for about
how long did it take you to get out of this hole?
Didn't take me much. I was going off of adrenaline too, but I couldn't walk on my shit. I was grabbing trees as I was trying to find the trail. Finally, I found a trail, right? And I'm walking. Everyone's looking at me walking. No one decides to help. Everyone's just see me like,
he got COVID.
Hippies are real friendly till somebody needs some help. You know, you walk around Austin, they're all, hey, can I help you with that? But then when you actually need some help, it's like,
that's gross.
A bunch of people there. No one decided to say like, hey, you okay, man, or something like that. So I'm there, and I get tired, man. I'm like, it starts hitting me. I'm like, oh fuck, the shock starts going down. I sit down with my dog. And some lady comes up to me. I think she was from Honduras. And she was like, are you okay, with an accent? She's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I know. But after like literally 10 seconds later, I was like, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I was like, I think I broke my ankle. I told her, I think I broke my ankle. So this angel of a woman, by the way, very attractive wet lady,
got trying to hit on her. She was like, I don't think guys under
over the shoulder
5'9"
and shit like that. She put me over, so she had a dog too.
Wait, she put you over her shoulder?
No, I mean like my arm.
Oh, she's one of those roller derby chicks.
That'd be.
I got a roller derby chick. You are little. She's like, I got you. Let's go.
She was wearing roller skates.
Come on, little guy.
Like he's a little pug or something. I thought he was a little pug. That'd be hilarious if like a fucking female was just carrying you like a
fireman's carry.
That would be dope.
Taking you to a MASH unit or something.
That would have been a lot better because it was stressful. See, I had my hand over her shoulder and I'm there like limping like a bitch. So she walked me about a mile to the parking lot.
God damn.
with my arm over her shoulder and shit like that. And she was like, this bit, I don't want to call her bitch, but we got to my car and she was like, well, I hope to see you around here again. I was like, I broke my ankle, bitch. I gotta go. Like, I think she was kind of hitting on me. And I was like, do you not know the situation what's going on right now? And I mean,
because you're like the fourth guy that week that ran that game on her.
Yeah.
Oh, my ankle.
Maybe, right?
She's like, that's her game. She looks for injured looking or tired guys because that makes her feel like a better person for helping out weak men.
Yeah.
She picks them up and then that's how she gets her rocks off. Yeah, that's her fetish. She looks for fixer-uppers. Yeah. She wants to upgrade you. Yeah.
Long story short, I want to go get it checked and I had a what's it called? Hairline fracture, and I tore 3 of my ligaments.
Jesus.
It's not the same. It won't never be the same until I get surgery, but I can't afford it.
Yeah, you're not a baller anyways. You're not doing anything athletic.
I'm Mexican. We don't have insurance.
You can still build walls and houses with your ankle like that.
All right, walls, let's take it easy. Let's bring it down.
You're from Laredo.
Let's bring it down.
I'm sure you have somebody that's working on the wall.
No, we don't have any walls on there.
You don't?
It's a river.
Man, that river don't do shit.
It doesn't.
It doesn't do a damn thing.
It's gonna cost a lot to do a wall down
around
there.
the river anyway.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough as fuck to do a wall down there.
And let's be honest, it wouldn't work in Laredo. That shit might work in Del Rio.
Government
that shit might work in Eagle Pass.
It's like that joke. Fucking Aaron Suarez, like, who's gonna build the wall?
Right,
Mexicans. You know.
Well, I'm just saying in Laredo. I mean, I've watched motherfuckers walk across the border many times.
Same. There's a park that I used to go over there to go jog and shit like that. You see them all the time. You see them run out of the bush and get into a fucking Escalade.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
And fucking drive off. Yeah. And border patrols are never there. Border patrol never there. It's kind of weird. It only happens when they're not there. So obviously someo's looking out on the other side and be like, all right, today's the day.
You got to do is open the window and listen. You hear, and like, here they come out of, go. Well, no, here they come running out.
Speaking of which, it's crazy living like near Laredo, because Laredo's the next door is very dangerous, right? It's North Mexico, basically. So that's all cartel country. And I think last year, I posted a video. I was in my apartment in the Texas side, right? I was in my apartment, and it's like about 4 miles away from the river. And All Out War, January 2nd this year. All Out War, 2 days after the new year, 2021.
4 days before the Capitol.
War. Yeah. War in Mexico. I mean, you can hear machine guns. You can hear bombs from my apartment complex. Like, I remember I went out. Everyone was on the streets just listening to this shit.
How often did that happen?
It happened once before, but this one was the worst. I think it's because they had caught Chapo's son, and they won a war and released Chapo's son. The military released him. They were like, you know what, we can't do it. The cartel has more soldiers than the fucking Mexican army.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it was so bad. Like I'm telling you, when I was listening to it, I was cringing my jaw. I was clenching my jaw because it was the fire was so fucking intense. Like, it was a war movie. It sounded like Iraq. Like, you know, those
it's like an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger.
Is that? I've never seen it.
Does it go down like that?
It goes down like that. Yeah.
I thought it was just kicking people.
Walker, he don't use guns and stuff really. Walker just, judo chops. Fuckers. Somehow he gets close enough to him, he can dodge and shit.
He's dodging mortars and shit?
Dodging bullets and stuff, and he just like comes up to him like all smooth, just like one hit.
What's Chuck up to now?
Fucking kicking ass, probably.
Bowflex?
That motherfucker's almost 80. He looks fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, because he sacrificed Bruce Lee for his fucking prosperity.
Well, I would do that shit over again too, because that motherfucker looks amazing. Dude, he's like 78 years old. I looked up a picture of him the other day. I was wondering too, like, hey, what's Chuck up to, man? What's he been doing? Looked up a picture. This motherfucker looks 55. He looks amazing, man. God damn.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of baby blood he's been drinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
That shit, give me some motherfucker shit.
So growing up in Laredo, like, what's that like? Like, is that a place where you can raise kids? Do you have like a normal childhood growing up in Laredo with like being that close to?
Yeah, because it wasn't that dangerous. At 16, I was partying across.
That's what I hear a lot. People from the border, like border towns, are like, "Oh, I was just hopping the border like crazy."
Yeah. Here's the thing: when I was in high school, that was the thing on the weekend. If you would go to just across the border on the weekend, you would see a wave of American children just partying. And I'm talking about 16 years old and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. It was truly crazy. I remember one time I was 16 years old and I was partying over there, right? And this was before there was this cartel over there called the Zetas, right? You heard of them?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
It sounds like a terrible frat or some shit.
Zetas. That's what they call them, the Zetas or whatever. So they're a big cartel now, right? But before then, they were just starting. They were separating. They're all militarized. They're all ex-military that turned cartel.
Gotcha.
So I remember one time I was out there and we were partying. I was with my boy Pete, and some guy was like, "Hey, you want weed or whatever?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's a good idea." Right? 16 years old. We're 16 years old. This grown ass man like, "You guys want weed?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." So he's like, "Yeah, we'll just come to this hotel and we'll give you some weed."
Fuck your butt.
Yeah, but no.
About to slide some fingers in that booty hole.
I wasn't too lucky.
You're about to get Sandusky.
Yeah, we go to this thing not thinking nothing because we're party dudes. We're 16 years old. We're partying. We don't give a shit. We're like, let's go get some weed, smoke a joint, right? We go into this fucking room. This is a Mexican hotel.
So you actually went to the hotel?
Yeah,
okay.
we followed him to this all brick hotel.
Jesus.
No windows.
No windows. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
We walk in. There's trash bags. Black trash bags full of weed.
You're like, I just want a quarter.
There's like five trash bags full of weed. There's bricks of cocaine. There's tons of ecstasy pills. He's like, "Do you guys just want weed?" I was like, "We just wanted a joint, if that's fine."
So he's like, at a wholesale warehouse.
That'll be a nickel.
I shit you not. We gave him $10. We're like, we just want 10 bucks worth, right? And this was Mexican swag weed, you know?
Yeah.
$10. He gave us at least half a pound.
God damn.
Weed. And we were like, we were gonna go back to the club. So what we did, we just like we left. We were like, we should get out of here. We left with this thing, and my boy had it in his nuts. I don't know how we can fit things in our nuts back in the day, right? But he had a half a pound in his nuts.
And y'all were little. Y'all was probably both little.
Yeah, we threw it in the trash. We just got a little bit out, rolled it, and we threw the rest of the weed in the trash.
Are you fucking stupid?
We're not gonna cross the border with fucking a half a pound of marijuana.
You don't have to cross the border legally with a half pound of marijuana.
Okay, no.
You could have threw it across the river and came back and got it.
That's not how it works.
You could have threw that shit.
Yeah, that's not how it works. That's not. I wish, but
I mean, actually, I really feel like he wanted you guys to be a mule.
Yeah,
that's why he took you there. Like, yeah. I'll take. Yeah, you get a little joint.
Like, how much weed can your butthole fit?
Yeah. Hey, hand me that bag of balloons behind you over there. Hand me that bag of balloons.
I also saw someone get shot and killed across.
Yeah.
Also, young kid. I was partying and I was walking to another bar, and as I was turning the corner, there was this other club about half a block away. And as I was turning the corner, I just heard pop, 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 and I was like, oh! I just went back to where I was, and I just stood there, and I kind of dug down. I don't know why.
You're 16.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, and then you just hear whatever. So I just like kind of go like this, and there's a guy just laying like on a rim of a car, just thrown there dead.
Jesus.
And I'm like, I should probably go back to Laredo. And that's when you knew things was getting real, because it wasn't that fucking unsafe, you know. Everyone would go across, but after that shit happened, and there was also like a bombing at a fucking club and shit like that, and we were like, we shouldn't be here anymore. We're kids.
Like I remember, like when I first started going down to Laredo, there was like that was around the time where people were like, I was hearing stories of like people getting kidnapped, snatched from Laredo and taken across the border, and I thought I was about to get snatched because I was on some dumb shit. I was doing dumb shit.
No, that only happens if they're looking for you. You know, if you have your involvement with the cartel or any kind of involvement in cartel, even if it involves your family.
I thought it was just because white people ransom.
Nah, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. They make it off of drugs. That's the main thing, drugs. And if you fuck with their business, then they'll fuck with you. That's how it works. Like over there, yes, there's a crossfire. Innocent people die in Mexico and shit like that. But it's a war between them. They're killing each other.
So like if you live in the American side, like how do people on the American side feel about people on the Mexican side? Like, are they cool, or do they kind of be like, I wish these motherfuckers would chill over there?
I mean, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing you can do about it.
I mean, is there any animosity or like is there any like
really.
Nobody feels any type of way about it?
I still go to Mexico. I go to Mexico all the time for anything medical. That's where I got my x-rays over there in Mexico. It was only $20 to get my x-rays over there. Yeah. You know, and dentist work, everything. I go to everything medical. I go to Mexico, and it's not a big deal because everything's in the border and shit like that. But it's funny how it works. The deeper you go into Mexico, the deeper you start feeling weird. Mm-hmm. There's these things called halcones, which means they're lookouts, and it's just young kids. Like they're just in corners and they're looking at you and they're just going like this, and they're like, I'm not doing anything, but they're looking out for they're giving information to cartels like, hey, they're the guys over here walking, or hey, this guy's not paying, and hey, this shit. It's fucking it's scary, but at the same time, it's not as bad as people make it seem.
You been to Laredo?
No.
Really?
I've driven through it, but I've never like.
Have you
chilled
fucked
there.
around on any other border towns? Are you down in the valley or anything?
No. I've been to Corpus. I've driven through Laredo. That's about it.
Going where?
Yeah, Corpus don't count.
No, I know.
Because Laredo's the end. Like Laredo's literally mile 1. So where were you going to?
I was going to L.A.
Oh, so you driving down I-10?
Yeah, I was coming from out there. Laredo's out by fucking.
That's El Paso, I think.
Oh, that's
You're thinking
El
of
Paso?
El Paso.
Yeah,
Where the fuck
you're
is
talking
Laredo?
about Laredo's
Laredo?
down south.
Yeah, south.
Oh shit, yeah. I don't know what
Southwest
the fuck
Mile
it
marker
is.
1, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? So
If
it's
you
like
take,
down the bottom of Texas.
Take 35.
bottom.
35 all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
We're 30
yeah. So I thought it was
in
El
It's the end of
Paso.
35.
Yeah,
It's the end of
35 dead ends in
I thought it was
Laredo.
El Paso. Yeah, no. I've
No,
never
El
been
Paso's
there.
down I-10.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
El
I've been
Paso's
through El
going north,
Paso. Yeah.
So that's why you're going to California.
Yeah. Yeah, never been there.
No, you never. It's hot.
Yeah, I'm sure, man.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck.
I've never been to Mexico. I want to go to Mexico.
I've never been to Mexico. Like I said, I thought I was getting took to Mexico once.
Yeah.
I was watching those mile markers count down. I was like, oh, hold on, wait a
hold up.
second. Do I got to jump
4?
out this car?
Yeah.
But back in the day when I had that show, a lot of comics would almost make the mistake of going.
Yeah, because so he had this show downtown Laredo,
Mhm.
and like to get there, you had to go to exit 1. So literally,
shit.
when you got off, like exit, it was like you saw the straight up Mexican-U.S. border in front of you, and it's like you had to take the very last turn
Oh shit.
before you hit the gate. So it was like, is this motherfucker taking me on some?
Yeah.
You look at the map like it says turn right. I don't see the fucking right. Then you turn, it's like, oh shit, like yeah.
Yeah, don't go straight. You're
But that's not a good gig. Just take comics so they can get fucking kidnapped in Mexico.
Here's a funny
Cartels are like, what do we do with this fucking thing?
No one's gonna pay for this.
He's gonna entertain you.
Yeah.
For free, forever. Now, I was around the corner from his shit. It was Happy's, right?
Happy hour.
Happy hour.
Yeah.
Downtown Laredo. I'm around the corner, waiting on the show, hanging out in the car, and I'm watching people walk across the border with like HEB bags. There's like a door. There was a door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? There's like the gate where you have to drive through, and there's like a wall there, and then there's like a building. And then there's people that were like walking back and forth across the border with like HEB. They just came over, got their shopping in, and then now they're walking back to Mexico and vice versa with HEB bags and shit.
Well, what a lot of people don't know is a lot of people that live in Mexico work over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually also citizens, United States citizens that live in Mexico just because it's cheaper and they just walk over here daily.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of Happy Hour, that show, how long ago was that? That was
The Happy Hour
5
show?
years?
Well, that'd have been a good paying show.
3.
How far is Laredo? What is that?
4.5 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
That sounds like 3.5.
No, it's about 4.
That's a whole day. They just like give you like $10 and a drink ticket and shit. I'm like,
you know what?
fuck
It's
this,
one of those drives though, like because once you have to drive through San Antonio, but then there's then once you get out of San Antonio,
it's long. It feels long.
That's where there's really not a lot of anything.
Yeah.
But it's a 4.5 hour drive that like with the right company doesn't feel long.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel long at all. But I mean, if you're solo dolo and it's raining, it's the longest drive ever.
Speaking of which, you know that show, what I loved about it the most is that till this day, a bunch of Austin comics still have that as their profile pics, like just the yellow wall behind them. You had it for a while too.
I did.
Yeah, I recently saw someone.
You had a good photographer out there. That's why.
Yeah. I think that's the key, isn't it? Like, you want people to go to your shows, show them how fun it is, right? And do it with good pictures, right?
That's
because a lot of people just like, oh, you missed it. I was like, well, they don't know because they can't see it.
Yeah.
I think people are very visual, right? They see something and they'll be like, oh, that looks interesting. I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a fun show, fun times. I was just that was my first show. That was my first produced show because I was in this place where I was like, why isn't there comedy in Laredo? Like, why am I driving all the fucking time? I can work on shit here, build something here so I can work on, bring comics, so I can network, and hit the road whenever it's ready. So that's what got me to do the show there, man.
So you've only been in Austin for less than a year?
6 months.
Oh wow, damn, dude.
I've been here since December.
Damn. So what made you say like I'm gonna move to Austin?
Me.
No,
He's here for me.
it was obviously the boom, the comedy boom. Man.
Yeah.
I had to get in on it, and it's been good so far. Like I said, I've done all the major shows except maybe the Vulcan. I did like one time with like a little guest spot on an early show, but besides that, like the rest of them, I've pretty much done all the main shows. So it's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you like it here in Austin? What part of
I don't
town
think
are
I
you
want to
staying
leave.
in?
Central.
Okay.
Very what's it called?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Oh shit! What's
Love
up?
the area.
Yeah, Hyde Park's the shit.
Oh, I love the area. I don't think I'm not leaving Austin, man. I'm not. leaving Austin.
I'm not either. I can't. But yeah.
Yeah, and people tell me like, yeah, I'm in Austin for a while. Then I think I'm gonna try Colorado or I'm gonna try this. And I was like, I'm not leaving Texas.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm leaving Texas. I'll visit somewhere else.
I used to think that before I had a son, and then I was like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to live in New Orleans for like a year and Denver for a year and everything, and then move to LA. But yeah, I'm staying in Austin, man. I've been here 11 years. I'm not gonna be here for another.
Where are you originally from?
Ohio.
Oh, gross.
You ever been? Yeah, it's gross,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, it is, dude. Yeah.
You're originally from here, right?
No.
Nah, he's from like 7 places.
Yeah, man. I'm a military brat. Don't y'all have a base down there in Laredo?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
You grew up there. You don't know if there's a base?
No, I don't give a fuck too much to know about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
Military brat. Where were you born?
DC.
Okay.
Yeah. DC, then
gross.
lived in the Philippines, Mississippi.
Philippines, no shit.
Yeah, man.
Do you remember how was that?
It was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had really big bugs, but I mean, it was, I mean, like straight up, like I seen a roach the size of your torso.
Yeah.
On my door.
The Philippines, they're the Mexicans of Asia.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, the Spaniards went there, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of Mexicans.
So they took syphilis there too.
Probably.
Yeah. Smallpox.
Everything. The whites brought everything, right? Well, you know.
Well,
are the Spaniards considered whites?
Yeah.
They're
progress,
Europeans.
Technology, all these things. You're welcome, by the way.
Don't start cutting for these motherfuckers right now.
I don't ever do that, but I will for a second. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Sorry for all the technology and comfort we brought to your lives.
It was the aliens brought us that shit. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't identify with the white people that enact genocide on other people. I got nothing to do with that.
Oh, so Germans.
All the good stuff, you know. Might have had something to do with.
Oh, okay, all right.
You're welcome, by the way.
All right, yeah.
Philippines.
Enjoy your flat screen TV, which was probably
that's from Asia.
Probably.
That's Japan.
Yeah.
That's Japanese.
But you know what?
In fact, all the technology.
What are you gonna say next? Enjoy your Nintendos.
Who sold you that at Best Buy, motherfucker? Yeah, it's a white person.
A guy named Chad.
You're welcome.
A guy named
or
Chad.
Chaz. Or Chaz.
Chaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Philippines was dope. Have you been anywhere else besides Mexico?
Jamaica. I went to Jamaica by myself one year because I was having I think it was 2017. I had a real bad nervous breakdown. Shit wasn't going my way. I had a little bit of money saved up, and I was dealing with a lot of agoraphobia. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
do tell. I've heard it. I don't.
It's. Well, I've always had panic attacks and anxiety. Right. That's something I have dysthymia too. But sometimes at that time I was dealing with agoraphobia, which is basically just the fear of just dying.
Yeah.
Right. The fear, and it was constant. Like I would sleep with it. I would wake up.
I've had that. Yeah. I had that a lot after my son was born. I dealt with that for a long time.
I can imagine why, because now you have this new human, right? That now you can't die. Basically, your body's saying, "Hey, we can't die."
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, dude, I had a really big problem with that. Like I had sleepless. I still have I'm much better, but it used to I used to be almost borderline obsessed with it, dude. Where I was thinking about it way too much.
Yeah.
Right before my son was born, and then especially right after, like the first few months after he was born, it was almost debilitating, man. I was thinking about it constantly.
I was about to say that too. My mind was really debilitating because it got to the point where I would be driving, like in my hometown Laredo, right, or whatever, and it would hit me so hard, I would have to pull over like at a gas station or whatever, and I would just stay stuck.
Yeah.
And I would have to call my dad, "Hey, I can't drive." And my dad and my brother would come and pick me up and shit like that. So the reason I decided to go to Jamaica by myself, completely by myself, was to face that fear, right? Because in Jamaica, no one can
die.
Yeah, I can die. No one can help me, right? My dad's not there to fucking help me. So it's something that I had to deal with, and it was I had fun.
You know, you could have went to New Braunfels and did the same thing.
No, I wanted
or
it to be
or some shit. You know?
Yeah. So I went, and I did have a rough. I had a great time, but
how long were you there?
A week. I stayed in a hostel. And by the end of it, I had a really bad one where I was just hyperventilating. My fucking arms were doing this because I was in my room. I was like, I'm about to die.
Damn.
But after it calmed down, I had a realization of, you know what? Nothing ever happens when I have a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing ever happens when I think about this fear of death. Every time it feels like I want to die, but at the end of the day, nothing ever happens. Yeah. So slowly, I started learning how to embrace these feelings instead of fight them. You know, because if you fight them, you're not going to win that battle. But if you welcome it, not only embrace, well, it means the same shit, but I see more as welcoming. You're like, all right, you want to give me a panic attack, brain? Come on, I welcome it.
Yeah.
And your brain's like, well, this is not fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So, and I still deal with it, daily, but it's kind of now, it's just something that's a part of me. And I'm not on medication. I was on medication when I was like 16 years old, but I wasn't myself. I wasn't myself when I was on medication. So I'd rather be myself and live with this shit than not be myself at all.
Then be a shell of a person.
Yeah.
A shell of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it's just something I deal with. But and people always tell me, like, how the fuck do you do comedy if you have severe anxiety and panic attacks? And I couldn't explain it. I don't know how to explain that yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe it's not to be explained though.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
You know? That's just how you're built.
Before shows, I don't know if you've been with me in shows, but I'm the type of guy, I'll hang out or whatever, but when I'm next, when they're about to call me up, I isolate myself and I pace like a fucking tiger.
You over there like shadow boxing and shit.
I pace like a tiger, and every time I actually I do. I do shadow box and do all this shit. You know, I used to be a boxer, so it helps. I just get the blood.
Why aren't
going,
we
you know
talking about the boxing?
Well, we'll get there.
I used to go to the bathroom and just do a line of little key bump, and then you're good
I thought
to go.
you were going to say you used to be a boxer too. This motherfucker's talking about cocaine.
I'm joking, man.
Fuck that
those are back
shit.
in the old days. You know what I'm saying? Not anymore. But
No.
Back in the old days.
And it's funny because every time, you know, whoever's hosting or whatever, somebody, you ready? And I give them the same accent. Or whoever's next, like, hey man, you ready? You know, you always get that from another comic. You ready? You ready? I say the same. I was like, nope. I always say no.
They're like, too bad, bitch.
Because I'm not
You're up
ready
next.
because I don't know what's gonna happen. Up there.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can be.
So
you can tell
do you
yourself.
still get stage fright and shit?
No.
Okay.
No. I have anxiety tics sometimes that come out, but it's only if I've been like doing a bunch of shows, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm coming from shows where I was drinking consecutively. Like I'll have anxiety tics, but I won't freeze up on stage.
Yeah.
Anxiety tics, my anxiety tics are more like I do this thing with my nose where I'm like, I constantly do that shit.
Yeah, I
right?
did too, but I was usually because I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah, no. Mine's just mine's a tick.
Can you see anything?
But yeah, it's crazy. And sometimes going back to the boxing, it feels like that before I go on stage. It feels like I'm about to get in the ring and get my head punched.
How long did you box?
I was boxing. I started boxing when I was like 14 and I stopped about 17.
You good with the hands? Are you nice with the hands?
I'm nice with the hands.
Yeah?
But the only reason I stopped is a crazy story. So living in a border town, right? Whenever you spar, living in a border town, it's different because they bring guys from Mexico to spar with you. And if you don't know,
and
guys
they're fighting for their meal.
Yeah, no. If you don't know guys from Mexico, they don't know how to spar. They're in there to take your fucking head off. So every time they'll be like, oh, they're gonna bring these guys from the gym from Mexico, we'd be like, fuck. You know, and it's not that we couldn't fight. It's just we want to spar. You know what I'm saying? We fight in the ring. But these guys, they had none of that.
No chill.
Yeah, no chill. So they brought this guy shorter than me, by the way. Aztec looking, apocalypto looking motherfucker, right? Big old head. And I'm like, this is going to be rough. So we go at it and I'm trying to spar. He starts swinging. I was like, all right. So we start going at it. We beat the shit out of each other for 3 rounds.
God
so
damn.
bad. I just remember taking off my gloves, right? And I'm taking a shower, and then I blink, and I'm sitting on my bed at home.
What the fuck?
And
he
then,
came in after you, ass?
huh?
He came in after you?
No.
I thought he like came in and knocked you out or something.
No.
Oh.
We beat the shit out of each other. Like none of us got knocked out, but we beat the living shit out of each other. We were blows for blows on our heads.
Or you concussed?
Oh yeah.
So I close my eyes and I open them, or I blink and I open them, and I'm sitting on my bed. And then again, like it feels like I blinked and I'm sitting on my mom's couch next.
God damn.
Right. And it happened for like 2 days straight. And that's when I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was still
How'd you get around? Did somebody or you just don't remember?
My grandma.
Do you not remember like what happened?
I don't remember spaces.
So you could have like driven home and did all...
I did drive home.
Okay.
I did drive home.
Damn.
It's like it's weird. You're like on autopilot. It's kind of like blacking out, right? But you're still kind of conscious, but you're just that memory part is not there because it's fucking damaged or whatever.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. It was a weird, gross feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what the fuck's going on in my brain? And yeah, I'll still train. Like I haven't trained in a while, but I still love the training. But I won't spar or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It
I don't
just
blame you.
yeah. I mean, my grandpa was a boxer. My dad was a boxer too. So it was just inherently like I just.
You have a boxer build. You know, with the, I mean, the short arms
I think
and the
it's the
stockiness.
shoulders. The shoulders is what a lot of people tell me. I got broad shoulders.
Yeah.
But I think it's from boxing. My dad has the same shit too, you know. But I'll throw down in the street. So I don't want to. I'm a big MMA fan and boxing fan, but I really prefer not to fight. That's weird, right?
You fuck around with boxing?
I'll watch boxing.
No, did you do any boxing?
No, hell no. I just played basketball.
No?
Yeah.
I did judo for a little while.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I'm not really into dude, I played football for like 2 weeks, man. I got blown up going across the middle. I was like, dog, fuck this shit. This is practice, motherfucker. Like, this ain't even a game. This is just practice. What are we doing? Like, none of us are going to the NFL. I'm about to fuck my brain up so I can be second team on varsity and fucking catch 3 passes in a season.
Yeah,
fuck
but you get that second team pussy though.
I got pussy no matter what, dog. I was a hooper. I've
always been into sports. I was also in football. Here's the thing. I was also in band. I was a drummer. I was a percussionist in band. Yeah. I was the only one in my school. First part of the game, I would play the quads, which is basically 4 drums, right? So first part of the game, I would be playing with the band. Second half, take off that shit, put on the pads, play the second half.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So I drummed the first half and then fucking line back the fucking second half.
Man, we had plenty of football players in my band.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers were not in a goddamn band uniform.
Oh, really?
No. They're playing football.
Yeah,
This is Texas. They're out there smoking motherfuckers. We ain't got time for you for goddamn Ray to play his saxophone.
I love
Ray
music,
Ray's averaging 220 yards a game on the ground. We can't have this nigga out here with the goddamn tuba on. Get your ass out there and run, Ray.
We're about to play some songs from The Lion King.
Yeah.
Have you seen him play Chili Dog though? It's amazing. I just love music so much, man. I love the drums. So, I wanted to do it all. I've always been a sports guy. I've always been in sports. After boxing, I did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while too. That shit was fun. That shit's fun as fuck. But then I started learning about, staph infections and shit that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I learned the basics. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? That's
enough to get a bitch off you.
I know enough to handle big dudes.
Yeah.
Big dudes that I'm going to dominate you. Oh, it's about momentum, motherfucker. I'll use your momentum against you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It doesn't matter how big you are or strong you are. If you slip up one little fucking thing, one puzzle that you didn't fucking figure out, I'm going to use that puzzle piece against you. It doesn't matter how big you are. That's a beautiful thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like UFC, you know UFC, right? UFC 1, Royce Gracie, he's famous for that shit.
Beat a bunch of big guys down.
That was 50 to 60 pounds heavier than this guy. And he was just dominating them with just
This is why I don't fight people, man, because you never know. You're like, oh, look at this little motherfucker.
Well, back in the 90s, we could just be like, yeah.
I'm like, fuck that motherfucker.
In 2021, it's not safe to fight anybody.
Like James Garibay, this motherfucker knows jujitsu and shit.
Does
he? He was the smallest, most least threatening, intimidating looking motherfucker you've ever seen, and this dude you would think I'll throw this fucker across the room. Motherfucker.
See, when we were coming up though, we would just throw hands, right?
Yeah.
Now motherfuckers know shit.
They know shit. Like
as an ex fighter, who are the ones that can fight, right? Because it's
the ones that slap their knees.
It's always the street guys are like this.
Yeah.
But it's 6th Street actually. I saw one guy. There's always fights in 6th Street, right? Mm-hmm. But I saw one guy that was doing that. Like, what's up, man? What's up? And then the other guy went like this, and I know what he's doing. He as the other guy was posting up, right? The other guy went like this.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh no,
I'm good.
Oh no, don't do it, man. And the other guy was just like that, and he was like, all right. And he started bouncing like the fucking. He's gonna get his ass. And for sure, he got knocked out. The other guy got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, when you see a guy, when somebody's got their hands up and the other guy's stretching
his jaw?
His jaw. His jaw.
He's like, this one.
He didn't even get touched, but it's just an inherent thing that boxers do. I knew he was a boxer because boxers are the ones that do it the most.
Yeah.
We have these exercises of our jaw to make this stronger, right? Which doesn't really matter because it's about your neck area. That's why a lot of boxers practice their neck shit or whatever. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have a chin or if you just don't have that rock head that a lot of people like to fucking call it in boxing. You're gonna go down. It just takes a button. It takes the right button.
What do you think about all these celebrity boxing matches that we're getting now? These exhibitions. Do you watch these?
Listen, I
don't watch them, but I follow them.
Listen, I the entertainment factor. That's all it is. I don't respect it as a real fight. That's something that I can't respect it as a real fight. And people were making the.
Would you pay for one?
Oh no, I stream illegally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Laredo, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of them?
No. I've seen like the highlights afterwards.
They make money. Listen, people are making money, and I get it. It's entertainment value, but at the end of the day, it's not. I don't respect it as fighting. It's just it's a novelty to me.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. And it's supposed to be watched. It's this good versus bad kind of thing, which is fun, right? Because they have the Jake Paul guy. All these guys hate these fucking guys, right?
Logan and Jake.
Yeah, but I kind of think they're geniuses. That's what they want.
Right.
They're not trying to put a good fucking face for the people.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe behind the fucking camera, they're not that. They're cool dudes.
Well, I mean, I know the Paul brothers, like they legit work at it.
Mm-hmm.
They're legit working at the craft.
Are like Diesel, man. Them
especially
motherfuckers in good
Logan.
ass
That
shape,
guy's
man.
he's a fucking
Like
they
they're
look like boxers.
They're putting in real work. They
Yeah.
built gyms on their fucking property so they can do this shit 24/7.
Exactly. Look, listen. They're
Wait,
athletes.
if one of them got a legit championship shot, would you be upset?
Absolutely.
That's never gonna happen.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying it is, but if
I would
no
be.
way in hell.
Yeah.
They're even though they are licensed fighters, there's no way that's happening. There's no way if that happens. I think it'll be chaos in the fight world.
had old boy knocked out Floyd Mayweather, do you think that he could have like been in contention?
No, it still would have been respectable because he was like 50 pounds bigger. He's a heavyweight.
It's still
He's
Floyd.
a heavyweight guy.
It's still Floyd though.
It's still Floyd, of course.
Yeah.
I think Floyd actually took it easy on the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it was an expedition. There was no winners. Like he had nothing to lose. But I like the fact that if you see the fight, a lot of people complain about it. But Floyd took that guy to the dog yard. If a lot of people don't notice, there was a lot of hugging, right? And people make fun of that shit, like, oh, they were dancing or whatever. But what Floyd was doing, he was frustrating. Like, he kept putting his forearm on his fucking shoulder. He's a big guy, and Floyd was the one that was doing that, just bullying him, you know? He was roughhousing him to get him frustrated, and it was working. He was making him look like a bitch while they were hugging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something boxers do when they don't respect another boxer. Like, all right, kid. You know, that's what they do in Floyd Mayweather's gym. They call it the dog house or dog yard or whatever. They put two guys that have been, you know, riffing. They put them in the fucking ring, and they just start kind of talking shit. Like, oh, you're gonna let him do that to you, or whatever. And they start roughhousing. That's what it looked like to me. Like Mayweather told him, get in here, and that's what happened. But like I said, no. Props to them. They are athletes at the end of the day, right? They do train or whatever, but they're not fighters yet. And I'll say yet because they're not. They're really not fighters.
Y'all want to see Tyson fight again?
Hell yeah. I'll see that shit.
Not really.
Well, he looked good against Roy Jones.
He did.
A few rounds. I mean, nobody asking him to go championship rounds or nothing, but you know, in an exhibition setting,
it was fun. But I mean, and I enjoyed it. Because you're watching two guys that I look so high up to in boxing. Roy Jones is one of my favorite boxers. Tyson's one of my favorite boxers too.
Did you fuck with Roy Jones back in the day?
A little bit, man. But yeah, I was more of a Tyson guy.
You know that guy.
And then Mayweather was coming up right when I started to really get into boxing.
I think. Like I fucked with Roy Jones, like of course Tyson. I fucked with Roy Jones, but it was like he had that B-Hop shadow looming over him. Like B-Hop was a goddamn fucking demon.
Yeah.
Also, the other guy, what's his name? The guy that knocked him out, Taylor? No.
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor.
Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah.
Was it Jermaine?
Jermaine?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think we're fucking it up. But anyways,
no. I played Fight Night. Jermaine Taylor.
One thing I like about Floyd, he had it's very Mexican. He had a whole bunch of fighting roosters in his backyard.
Hell yeah.
He had a lot. You know why? He studied the fight movements of the roosters, and he put it on one of who did he fight? He fought a big name where he put his hands out to the side. He was like, and then bah, he just fucking hit him with the left. That's something roosters do. They fucking put their wings out and they're like, oh, where am I gonna hit?
Yeah.
So he studied a lot from roosters, and it's very Mexican of him.
You ever bet on roosters?
Yeah, I've actually gone to when I was a kid. My dad would take me to these illegal cockfights, and I was like maybe 9 years old or whatever. It was pretty fun, brutal as fuck.
You know, here in Austin, they have like snail races. You might want to look into that.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
They have the turtle.
And they have, it sounds brutal.
And chicken shit bingo.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You heard of that? They got so I mean, since you're into all this animal shit, there's that, and there's turtle races too.
There was just a crawfish race in Creek in the Cave.
Of course.
They had a crawfish boil and
on Sunday, right?
Yeah, they put some crawfish on the side and they put them in the middle of a circle. And which crawfish got out first, which is downright mean because afterwards they're like, all right, that was fun.
Well,
and they just threw it in the pot.
Sweet.
You're the champion.
Yeah, right. You're still dying, motherfucker. This is awesome. This is great, man. This is a good ass interview, brother. Where can people find you? Where can people come see you? All that stuff, man.
I usually do a lot of shit on Instagram. So my Instagram is Aaron_Suarez_comedy @gmail.com. Wait, no. That's my
your email.
Yeah, no, my Instagram is Aaron_Suarez_comedy on Instagram. Facebook, just Aaron Suarez. And I got a couple of shows coming up, man. A bunch of them, actually. July's going to be a busy month.
What you got next week?
Next week, I'm actually doing a little run with my buddy Ron Jossel from LA.
Mm-hmm.
We're hitting up Georgetown, Dallas, Laredo, and
Barrel and Amps?
Yeah. And we're doing the Romo Room too.
All right. Shout out to Spencer and Dean, Barrel and Amps.
Yeah, great. One of my, I'm just gonna say, one of my favorite rooms in the Austin area. Easily one of my favorite
dope ass
rooms.
room. Oh, you've done Barrel and Amps, right?
Romo Room?
No. In Georgetown.
No. Who runs that?
Dean and Spencer. It's a fucking great show. That crowd is hot.
Oh my God.
Every show, that crowd is hot.
I'm sure.
I tell everyone that I talk to, man, for the bigger comics that are here, if they're not doing that room, they're missing out.
Yeah.
They're missing out because that's literally one of my all-time favorite rooms around the Austin area. Those guys are doing a great job, man. Shout out to Gina and Spence. They're go. Also the Romo Room, man. That's also a home.
Are you running a show up at Romo?
Yeah, I'm doing the Haha Room.
Well, plug it for them.
Oh, okay. Well,
look at the camera. Tell them about it.
That's kind of weird. So this month,
stare at the camera.
Make eye contact. This one.
Lick your lips.
Look right into it.
Now do it.
Hey guys. Hey,
come on, guys, please come.
I fucking just passed. No, the Haha Room. It started off as basically, giving Latino comics a room they can work at, because a lot of people don't know, but it is pretty hard for Latino comics to break out in comedy, and I think most of the part is because a lot of people have this idea that Latino comics do a lot of what we call in the industry taco comedy, which is basically like, I'm not throwing anyone on the bus. I respect all comedy, but it's like, George Lopez kind of thing,
You're kind of throwing your race under the bus a little bit. Yeah,
not even that, just catering to that.
Just quintessential.
Yeah, so that's the thing that Latino comics have to carry, unfortunately, right?
That's what cancel culture wants everyone to be, I think, is they want white people to just talk about computers. You guys talk about tacos. Yeah. You guys talk about guns or whatever.
But we don't talk about guns. We rap.
Yeah. The thing is, I do none of that. I do none of it. There's no. I don't cater to Mexican audiences. Yeah. My comedy is just general. It's for it's universal. I think my comedy is universal. But I know how hard it is for Latinos to actually have a voice, right? Especially if they're doing comedy. So that's how this room started, the Haha Room, and it's Haha JAJA because you know what I'm saying? Because that's haha in Spanish. Yeah. But I'm kind of changing it to where
Me gusta.
That's come on, man. That's
right. Me gusta. This motherfucker said me gusta.
God damn it!
It's really hard for us Latino comics to be taken seriously, and now you're just doing this. Spitting in our faces, at the Jaja.
By the way, sponsored by Selena
and Stripes.
Please go to our show. No, but it started off like that, but now I'm changing. Or me and Josh Castro, that's me. We both run the show. We're changing it to where it is to help Latinos out, but anyone's welcome. Any kind of comic is welcome because at the end of the day, it's a good room. We put on a good show. Yeah, and it's always high quality comics.
I thought I wasn't welcome. Like I was going to show up and they'd be like, "Hey,
absolutely not.
Don't like
absolutely not
around here." I'm like, what, guys? I'm just at the Jaja room. What's going on?
It's not your kind. It's the white guys that wear hats like Colton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And here's the thing. Since I'm not from Austin, right? I'm an import from another city. I don't play that. Only my friends get on the show.
Yeah.
I want funny comics.
That's sweet.
Because when you have funny comics, when you have good quality comics, you have good quality shows.
Yeah.
At the end of the fucking day.
So it's a showcase or it's an open?
No, it's a showcase.
And what days is it on?
We have it once a month right now. Okay. The next one is on July 24th, and we got a banger. We got Tony Casillas headlining. We got the Big Red Machine, William Montgomery, and Sam Lopez.
Oh, nice. You just had my boy Javi Luna there.
We just had them. Also great. I think it was almost sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a packed house. I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
It was that's my boy. So yeah.
Shout out to
that
Javi
was a fun
Luna, man.
show.
Corpus Christi, king of Corpus comedy, man.
He is the king of Corpus.
Well, this was really fun, man. You're a funny dude, man. Thanks for coming on the show. You know,
no doubt. Chad, you want to tell the people where they can find us?
Yeah, it's gonna be on your screen right about now. You can hit us up. Was it at Podcast The Gray Area on Instagram? The Gray Area Podcast on Facebook. I don't even know what the
Podcast Gray Area on Twitter.
Yeah, and then hotpiemedia.com. Check out all of our past episodes. Also check out some of the other awesome podcasts that Hot Pie Media is producing.
Oh yeah, they got tons of great shows.
Yeah.
Paranormally, Big Dance,
Big Dance,
Inhumane.
Yeah,
so tons of stuff. Whatever you're into, I'm positive that the Pie's got a show for you.
Yeah, and if you're listening now, man, just when you get done with this episode, take a quick 2 minutes and leave us a review.
Subscribe,
review,
share, tell friends.
One more thing.
In the middle of my thing,
man.
like what the fuck?
Well, it's because hold on. The reason I'm saying, can I do it? Because I thought like after you were done. No, I thought after you were done, you were like, well, that's it. And I was like, no, wait. So I'd rather cut you off now.
Okay, cut us off now.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's whatever they said. But one big announcement. I'm actually looking to film a half-hour special here in Austin pretty soon, and it's gonna be high quality level shit, like no bullshit. Talking about 5 cameras all over the fucking place.
Are you trying to get people to come to it?
Yeah, well, I'm just announcing it to look forward to it. Yeah, and I'll keep everything updated once again on my Instagram, Aaron Suarez Comedy, and I'm thinking about doing it at the Creek. I'm in talks right now with Colton Dowling, man. Shout out to Colt too.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man, that's a big thing that I want to work on already. I'm gonna do a half hour, probably 2 shows, and put it out there, man. Probably on YouTube.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Time's up.
So thanks for having me, man.
Are you done? Can we?
Hot Pie Media, baby.
Until next time, you guys be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Hit that like, subscribe, share, follow Aaron, follow us.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip. Here's Mud in Your Eyes. Peace.
Thanks for listening. You can find more episodes and all other Hot Pie Media originals baked fresh daily at our home on the web at hotpiemedia.com, the Hot Pie Media YouTube channel, or wherever you listen to podcasts.